Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome here, kicking off Week 8 Saturday action. I am Foof, and I am joined by the one, the only, ever amazing Hawkish. Hawkish, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing absolutely stellar. I'm very excited. This is my first actually on MLE2 cast today,
aboard.
So I appreciate the welcome, but I'm very excited to see these two squads play and just duke it out in this great matchup.
Well, this truly is a battle for Orange Conference supremacy. We have two teams tied. One team tied for first, the other team tied for third. The Rhinos coming in, they're absolutely hot. They are tied with the Aviators for the top dog position, and then the Shadow, they're tied for third. So both of these teams jostling with two others for these very important playoff positions right before divisional play.
And that is something that you have to keep your eye on when as you're fighting for that playoff spot. This is when you see the true colors come out. Will players panic? Will players try to do a little bit too much, press a little bit too far up the pitch? And that's when you're going to see the true good teams kind of eke themselves out and get ahead of the pack.
I think a very important thing here is going to be pace of the gameplay, being able to be consistent with said pace and get some control over the ball, be it on your own side, on your own opponent. So whoever is able to establish that early control, that midfield trap almost, I think that's who gains the advantage here.
Absolutely. What we're going to be trying to keep a lookout for, who takes control of mid? Who gets the mid boost? Who tries to boost deprive the other team? Because especially in these kinds of matchups, players tend to panic when they're low on boost. Players, they try to make something happen. They're not having that boost. They go back, and that's when they leave yourselves out of position and out of rotations, and that's when you can take advantage. But we're going to get this rolling.
5 minutes on the clock and 5 games to go here, Hawkish, in Week 8. Kicking us off Saturday, we have the Shadow bringing in Clay, HK, and Blow Me Away. The Rhinos in the gray, Carl, Clemson, and Uric. So both teams bringing some heavy hitters here. They want to get off to an early start. Clay has a chance here, an open net, and a quick score coming out from the Shadow.
What a great heads-up play there by Clay. He just saw the defense was not ready for it. Uric was a little bit cheated up. Too far up the pitch, as we were talking about earlier, and that leaves him with an easy shot. You're not going to get a more open net than that one.
Hey, sometimes those open nets are absolutely incredibly hard to hit, so very good on them. The Shadow take an early one. Carl, though, turn one, back bar down and in. We have a breakneck pace, only 22 seconds in.
Oof, those kickoffs, man, you got to be ready for those. When you rotate like that, he was rotating too slow there on the front post. He needed to be ready for that ball. He wasn't, and that's how you tie the game back up.
Well, I mean, that's a way to kick off number 1 versus number 3. 2 quick goals, answering one another back. Deadlock. Clay looking for the pass. Man, he's got HK up. The soft touch here. It's beautiful, but Uric up in time, denying that one. Clemson and Carl both in the corner, but both relegate off of the ball here. Blow Me going for a chance off the backboard, but no follow-up. Shadow alone Shadow there on that white side, so no play coming through. HK has control at midfield. He wants to beat one and doesn't, though. Carl, that Lambo doing wonders at midfield.
He absolutely is. And now you see the near miss there. Could have been an opportunity there rolling for the Shadow, but now we're going to see Clay trying to put a pass towards the middle. Here's Bad Boy with the shot. Unfortunately, goes off towards the corner as Uric tries to handle this now. And now the Rhinos go back on the attack. He's going to handle this towards the corner. He gets it around Clay. Can he get around the last defender? Oh, he does get it there, and there is Carl with the shot, and they go up 2-1.
To answer your question, yes, he can get it around the last defender, but in a very unconventional way. The ball just rolls, and you never expect that. So Carl waiting patiently, broom and mop in hand, playing janitor to clean that one up, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Rhinos.
And when you play cleanup duty, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to be able to just help your teammate up. You see a miss from the defense, you capitalize. As now the Shadow try to get back on this as Uric tries to win the 50 towards the corner. Carr now goes towards the wall. He's going to try to maybe handle this. No, Uric is going to take the ball towards the corner, but now Blow Me Away is able to get to it. Clement, though, up in the air for this one. He pushes it back towards the corner, but a great booming clear there by Blow Me Away as Carl handles it back in the corner of the Rhinos. And now Blow Me Away is going to try to meet him. Carl tries to win the 50, and there's the Rhinos still keeping possession. Yurik tries to get the touch, unfortunately doesn't get the knock he was looking for as Bad Boy tries to keep it away from the offense. But Carl, what a shot! Absolutely dunks the man into the net, and you got the Rhinos up 3-1.
Call his number again and again and again, and that it's 3 quickly for Carl, coming out and showing exactly why this Rhinos team is top of the pack in this Orange Conference. Out early, up 2 goals with just over 3 minutes left.
Right now, that's looking like our early MVP there, Food. He's getting all the goals for the Rhinos, making it a lot easier for them to just handle this game a little bit carefully, not trying to do too much, just rotate correctly, sound rotations, and now you got the Rhinos up with 2:45 left. Still more than enough time, but you're going to see if the Shadow now can make a comeback.
Well, it's a very long series, and Game 1 only begins to tell some of the tape. Clay HD has a clear here and got it over 1. Clemson runs back, takes the boost, so Clay doesn't end up electing to go for that boost. HK misses the touch, so now Blow Me Away on his sidewall. Good clear there, looking for a teammate, but HK Bad Boy ran back home. Clemson and Carl back off here. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the Shadow. Clay tries to put it on, but it's just a hair too hard. That Octane a little bit unruly in midair. Ball bouncing down in front of the net. A chance for Blow Me Away, but turned away in front of the net. HK Bad Boys, they need to find something, and they need to find it quickly.
They absolutely do. Right now, this is the time for them to make something happen against this Rhinos team. As you see the demo there, he needed to take a good shot there, but whiffs the ball. You cannot be missing shots like that when you get opportunities on offense. As now Clay tries to push the ball away. Carl, though, takes possession. It's going back towards Blow Me Away, who's going to get a booming clear, gets it around 1, but Yurik is able to get to it. Now Bad Boy tries to keep it back, and now looking like Foof, we're getting a little bit of a ping-pong action between both squads.
It's trying to become a dump and chase. Both teams just putting it on and then trying to run underneath of it. Blow Me Away does this here, throwing it across his net. That's something you never want to see. Yurik, though, I like the opportunity arising, but there was no supporting cast as they ran it across the net. Now Clemson with the pass out mid. Carl comes through, can't find the touch, so Clay, free clear. He's got a one-on-one opportunity. Runs out a little bit too fast, so has to give off. Actually, a lot of room given to him. Yurik respecting it. That ball's bouncing back down. Carl has to get up and makes an amazing save, turning Clay away. Now the ball is still on this side. The Shadow looking to cut into this lead. They are still down 2, and the ball gets cleared out.
As you see, Foof, Carl said, if you want to come in my rate room, you better be ready to flex, because that was a great save. Wins the 50, positions his car perfectly, and that is why right now the Rhinos have the lead. They've been better on defense. The Shadow have tried their best, but the Rhinos defense has been almost insurmountable, only letting 1 goal in so far. And with 42 seconds left, the Shadow have to do something quickly.
Now they're running underneath it. Clay off the backboard. Very awkward here as the Rhinos look for another ball. Yurik looking down. No other player there. Clemens. It's going to get me every time. I'm thinking NCAA. But Clemens was there waiting in the wing, but did not want to overcommit. They have that 2-goal lead. Clay looking out. He's got another touch here, running it. A nice job staying on this ball, but it's just a little bit too far left. The Shadow, unfortunate there in their approach. HK Bad Boy, the last one back. Carl puts it on, and they should look to kill this clock here with only 5 seconds left.
As they wrap this up, you look at both teams there, Foof. It wasn't like the Shadow had a bad game. It just seemed like right now, Carl was the difference maker for the Rhinos. He was the one with all the shots. He had the 3 goals. He did his part, and they got no other shots coming from the rest of his teammates. So the Shadow just had to shut him down, and they just could not.
All of those saves, 5 in total on the Rhinos, comparatively to the 6 shots of the Shadow. Only 1 goal goes in, so every single shot was on target from them. But Rhinos turning all that away, and they were able to make those transition plays and somehow caught Carl out in front every single time, so got all the shots, like you said.
Absolutely, and I think the Shadow just have to get a little bit of a better offensive game rolling. They did have the 6 shots, but only 1 goal. You cannot have that kind of goal conversion where you're down 3-0. You need to get in there and get more shots on the board, and you need to find a way around this Rhinos defense that right now is looking very solid.
What's really strange is the momentum looked to be on that Shadow side. They had the early goal, and then all of a sudden, after that kickoff play from Carl, that just blew the door off of its hinges, and they could not stop this Rhinos attack, truly just stampeding toward the net. So now it's up to see if the Rhinos continue their momentum and look to steamroll it here, or if the Shadows can pull it back and fight.
And it's looking like right now we only have 2 players on the pitch roof. It seems like we're missing our third. I don't know what's going on with both teams in this one.
I think we're going to get a reset there. An interesting conundrum happening. So it's going to be certainly... and this we're going to back out. So sorry, technical issues here as we're resetting. Looks like we had an issue translating from one game to the other, I guess. Got kicked out in the loading screen or something else like that. So we'll be right back to it. Anyway, this is number 1 versus number 3. You put a T in front of it because both of them are tied for their spots respectively for this Orange Conference. So very important and a lot of big-time plays. You saw it from the Rhinos. There's a reason why they're the top dogs tied with the Aviators. When they get hot, they can score quickly, and they really just ride on the back of Carl.
They really are, and it's going to come down to now, can they shut down, I believe it was Carl that was scoring all those goals for the Rhinos. They need to shut him down. In the first match, he was the difference maker for the Rhinos. You shut him down, and the Shadows have the advantage. But right now, that's easier said than done, Foof.
Well, it's about slowing it down, making plays at midfield, and then finally just scoring on offense because they had a ton of opportunities. They had the 6 shots we talked about. It's making that conversion ratio. And the issue is, you're like, 6 shots, that's a lot. We had a lot of pressure. We were doing everything right, casters, right? The issue is they were 1 or 2 offs. You need to find those 2nd and 3rd and 4th touches in front of the net that move the defense around, because once that opens up, they're low on boost, out of position, and that's where you find the easiest goals.
Absolutely. And you got to reach back to those rotations. The Rhinos were just on point, getting back every single time that there was an opportunity from the Shadows, not leaving them a lot of room to work with. And then the Shadows just were not ready for call. There was a lot of, he was winning every 50 that he was shooting at near the goal. And then on defense, he was saving those same 50. So right now, you got to think, talking the comms, what is your positioning on these 50s? What is going on? What do you need to fix? And if they can do that, the Shadows can come right back in the series.
Well, this has truly been a tactical timeout. You rarely get this in a 5-game split. So MLE, unfortunate technical timeout, could be very influential in this match, giving the Shadow that chance just to take the breather, get that game 1 back, and pull it back home. So all the players are in. I think this is good. I think, yes, we have 6 cars on the pitching, and we're going to be able to go here, Hawkish. So now, once again, loaded back in, going back to it, it's going to be up to Carl to continue that hot streak. 3 goals, the hat trick from last game. Shadow, they want to slow him down. They don't want to allow those easy opportunities, and they want to find some of their own.
Absolutely, but we're going to get rolling right back in this one, as the Rhinos are going to try to get this ball rolling and maybe keep the advantage that they had early on. But Clay is going to try to put an early shot on the board. It does waterfall down. Nobody's there to take advantage of it, but no, blow me away. It's right there. Just shuts me up with a great read on that bounce from the Rhinos. Nobody from the Rhinos was able to get to it. Carl tried, and Clemens just cannot react in time. And you got the Shadow up early.
I mean, I know of the waterfall bouncing down, but then it bounces back up, and still there's no one there. So, blow me away, understanding that, and then realizing they have a shot. Once again, the Shadow up 1, and they're trying to get another one as the Rhinos try to answer back quickly. Almost a replay of Game 1 unfolding in front of our eyes. But this time, the Shadow look for a kill here. Clem, oh, he can't get the touch. Bad Boy turns it in.
What a shot. And now you got the Shadows roaring back in this one, getting the opportunities that they needed to get. They weren't following in the first match, and then you see the Rhinos defense that was so top-notch in the first match just crumbling.
Well, a lead was overcome last game by this Rhino squad, and they scored 3 unanswered. So don't put anything past them yet. Carl and company can strike, and they will strike with malice if they get a chance with HK Bad Boy doing what they need to do in their own end. Up is Blow Me Away. He's going to get beat by Uric, though. That is technically dangerous, as now the Rhinos running to it. That bounces and turns in. Uric, the long sniper-esque goal to cut the lead in half.
And the Rhino saying, hey, we had the first match. We're going to come back in this one, and we're not going to go down without a fight.
It's as a good friend of mine once said, 2 goals is 1 goal is none, and so you don't have a lead at all. This lead has been cut into, and the Rhinos are going to try and look for another one quickly, and it's not even a minute in, and we have 3 goals once again. Both of these teams' offenses just humming beautifully, working to perfection. The defenses, though, we want to see him step up a little bit more. A backflip coming out from HK gives Carl a chance. You do not want to give that man opportunities. A very big save coming from Blow Me Away. Yurik looking out to midfield. He's trying to find Carl there, but Carl unable to get there. Clemens runs home that third man back. Bad Boy looking for Clay. 50'd hard by Clemens. A demo comes through from HK, but the ball is finally cleared by Yurik.
And then you see now it's time for somebody to come out, especially for the Rhinos. In the first one, it was Carl. You need to now see, can Clemens or Yurik make something happen? Neither of them had a shot in that first match. This is the time for them to say, hey, this is not just Carl's team. This is the Rhinos. We're all solid players. We're all can make something happen. But the Shadow right now are giving them everything they can handle, Food.
Peppering the backboard, looking for shots. That is their 4th shot of the game. They are finding opportunities and working around this net, but Yurik wins one. He's going to try to win another one here, but a little bit too overzealous pushing it there. The Twinser now has it on top of his car. Past the one, he's going to try and catch back up to it, and does. Clemens gets beat here. Ball bouncing off the backboard, but the first person there is the white and silver car of Yurik, denying this one. Clemens waits here, knows he's that last man back, lets Carl 50 it, and it's actually a very good play, but Clay is up. He doesn't find the touch. The Shadows in near post opportunity turned away because of the overzealous push. Now Clemens off the backboard, but not strong enough of a touch. Backflipping down. HK Bad Boy throws it off the sidewall here. Backing up is Blow Me Away. A good 50 from Yurik. The ball sitting high. Clay HD getting there, but can't climb the ladder in time.
And there's a great opportunity now for the Shadow to make get another go and try to secure this win for them. But we will see now, last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Something needs to happen for the Rhinos at the moment. As we said earlier, Carl now with the shot. Can he be the man again for their team? We shall see, as Bad Boy does get the clear. But no, there's Yurik with a great backflip to keep the ball in a dangerous spot for the Rhinos. They need to try to get another shot on the board, and Yurik, they're trying to get an opportunity rolling for them as Carl tries to put a shot. It's off the backward. There's Clemens. He needed the shot to go, but it's off the post. And that is an opportunity he needs to take advantage of.
Oh, a chance there for Bad Boy, but he just misses. That Twinser isn't long enough. The nose unable to reach that ball. A beautiful pass and a better read, but they cannot connect. Carl dunking it on here. Both Shadow players are up. I almost said Spectre, the Spooky Boys. But Clemens now putting it back on, trying to control it here. The Rhinos still down 1, but they have a ton of time. Only a minute and a half. Yurik and Carl both waiting for it, but good call off by there. Carl has one to beat. A soft touch, bouncing high. You need to be careful here. Yurik up. But Clay HD climbs it and denies again.
And now you see the Rhinos trying to take advantage. You kind of get the Shadow on their heels. Carl, though, getting possession of the ball. He's going to try to take a shot. Great opportunity there, but Clay with a great save to stop the opportunity, but the ball is still in a dangerous position. It goes off the crossbar. They need to make something happen. There's Carl winning the 50. They're pushing it back towards the corner, and a great demo now, giving them another opportunity, but Bad Boy able to get the handle, and now pushes it back up to the midfield. Yurik, though, pushes it towards the corner. Blow Me Away now. He's trying to get the ball away, but the ball is in a dangerous spot there. Carl tries to 50 him. It goes right back to the midfield. Yurik with a great opportunity to get a shot.
Still there.
Not quite enough, but Yurik, he can do it. It's like a goal. Oh, no. The Rhinos just missing their opportunity, too.
But still, the ball is on this gray side. A big-time clear from Blow Me Away, trying to push it on. It's bouncing off the backboard, off of that scoreboard here on Neo Tokyo. Clay puts it up. He's looking for his teammate. Blow Me Away gets denied by Carl. Now a transition, 2-on-1. HK Bad Boy sitting on his own goal line, trying to give his teammates time. But that's not the touch you want. Clay HD has to make a save and does. The ball still here. The Rhinos make another big pass. The ball sitting on the side, Yurik. But him and Carl collide in the corner. The double commit could spell the end here, and it does. The Shadow tie the series up at 1-1.
And there's the Shadows coming back in this one. Absolutely great game by them. It was the comeback that they needed to try to get back in this matchup. They had the shots, but this time they fell. And then the defense for the Rhinos, they did great, but just not quite enough on offense. They needed more to come through for them. But with you, like we said it earlier, when you get all these shots, you got to convert. You got 9 shots for the Rhinos, but 1 goal. That is not going to work against the Shadow in this one.
Well, that was just because they were peppering the backboard and they were finding opportunities. They just could not finish in the end. So, shout out to the defense. That was 6 big saves on this Shadow side, and it seems to be defense is asleep for the first maybe a minute and a half, and then both these teams kick an overdrive, and it's whoever can score that next goal probably looks to win. That was where the Rhinos had their extra 2, technically, after the tie, and then those 2 extenders. Shadow doing it in the end there, making up, but the Rhinos knocked on the door for so long. Carl, Uric, and Clemens all making passes, looking for each other. They rotated well. It was just so unfortunate they could not break through in the end.
It's very unfortunate, but we will see now. You got a tie series. It's still anyone's ball game, anyone's series. The Rhino need to try to come back with a vengeance. They had the first match. They fell off in the second. Now is the time for them to come back in this one. But the Shadow are looking like a team that knows how to adjust. So this is going to be a tough one for them to come back.
Well, it's going to be important here. It's now 1-1. A true resetter. Neither team in control, but the momentum firmly on the Shadow side after that big-time win. Clay puts it past one. He's got a bump from his teammate. Now he's trying to find it in the corner, but overruns it. Octane is just a hair too flat. So now an opportunity for Blow Me Away, but doesn't want to take it into his own end. He lets his teammate play it instead. Overcommitting on the sidewall here. Clemens, a lot of space and a lot of boost. Clay, though, denying it into the corner. Uric, pot shot on, and that's in.
What a shot by Uric, and that's exactly the kind of comeback the Rhinos needed. They didn't want to go down again early for the 3rd match in a row as Uric puts one in the back of the net, and now the Rhinos have to take advantage of this and keep it rolling.
Rhinos actually able to score first in this one, so a little bit of a trend breaker as the Shadow have been the one to strike early. Clay HD running under it, doesn't want to jump and jumps late, so I think an earlier push had an opportunity to be something dangerous, but playing the safe route and just keeping possession of this ball still on the Rhino side. Blow Me Away catches the undercarriage of that car, so not the touch he wanted. Clemens passed one, trying to find it again, but he runs past the ball. Uric is bumped, but he stays out. Now he's on top, trying to catch up to this. I like this play here, trying to confuse the goaltender while staying on top, but Carl puts the shot of the backboard. Clemens, that last man going up dangerously, but confidently keeping this ball on this end. Now 2 players up for the Rhinos, but technically a shot comes through from Carl. Clemens looking here near post. Blow Me Away once again. Shadow standing tall in their own end, trying not to give up a second goal.
They really are, and I have to say, that's just something that you get to see. Oh no, as Uric puts an awkward touch towards their net. Clay puts another one on the board, but not quite there. So I was going to say, it's hard to beat the skyline there, Fu. If you try to bump it, you got to bump it hard, as Uric able to recover very well. Had he got that shot, and that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now HK with a chance here, 2-on-1 though, as Uric plays it beautifully. Had a teammate behind him. Ball sitting on this Rhino side. Clay gets denied by that man again. Uric, ball out in front of the pitcher. HK, though, running to it at midfield. He's got a 2-on-1 play. He's got to make something happen here in the corner. Runs to it, a nice pass off the backboard, looking for somebody, anybody, but the only car he finds is Uric, looking for Carl in transition, but turned away at the last moment by a Shadow defender.
And now Clay needs to make something happen. He does get the 50. Blow Me Away is going to keep it away. Over back to the Rhino side as Blow Me Away tries to get one more touch. Not quite enough, but Clay is able to get to it. Blow Me Away tries to make something happen, and now no one's back for the Shadow. A very dangerous play there by not rotating out. As now Clemens is going to try to put one on the board. He gets it, tries to get around Blow Me Away, but Blow Me Away able to get the touch that he's looking for. He does get the 50 as Bad Boy puts it up. Blow Me Away is going to try to get a shot. A great team play as Bad Boy able to clean it up and get the score. What a play there by the Shadow.
I was sitting here wondering if they had enough power on the redirect, but no, got Carl out of net, the near post wide open, and then Blow Me Away rolling out of the way. A tie game once again. Surprise, surprise, both of the teams that have playoff implications are playing like playoff teams here. A beautiful showing from both squads.
What an amazing showing so far. This is exactly the kind of matchup that we were looking for rolling into this one. 2 top squads going at each other, neck and neck, clawing for every goal and every shot. And now it's looking like we're getting into a barn burner of a matchup.
Well, this is the first game where we haven't had 3 goals scored in the first minute, so a lot of trends being broken here. The trend trying to be set is what team is able to string together multiple wins in a row. Can this Shadow get 2 back-to-back, or can Uric and the Rhinos get another one here? All on this sidewall here. Very good pinch, but there is no Rhino player there. Demo from Uric. The ball is still rolling here. You need to be careful. HK Bad Boy a little bit too overzealous. A nice 50 from both players there, but it favors the Rhinos. Carl runs on it, but gets demoed for his trouble in grabbing the boost.
And now Yurik now needs to get this touch, but Bad Boy able to get around them. A great bump in the net to try to get an open shot, but unfortunately nobody's there to connect as now Yurik takes it back over to the Shadow side. He's going to try to get the pass off, but Bad Boy is able to meet him. Carl though right up with it, keeping up the pressure for the Rhinos as now Yurik last man back. A great patience play, but there is a great play by the Shadows, just all over the ball at the moment as now Clay puts it towards the side. I don't think anyone's in net there, but Bad Boy tries to get the touch, and now Carl tries to get the pass off the redirect. Carl takes a shot, but Clay just there, just in time. Oh, the bump there, but Clement able to get to it to keep it up for the Rhinos as now the Shadow need to try to get a touch around this, and it seems like so far through the Shadow, they're trying to work in the bump plays. They're trying to get the ball in a position around the Rhinos as on shot almost goes in there, but it seems like they're just going to try to get the Rhinos out of position and out of rotations, which is exactly what they needed to do to adjust in this matchup.
Well, a quick shot there near post. It was open, but not accurate enough. Rhinos knocking on this door. 30 seconds left in regulation. Game still tied at 1 apiece. Clemens tries to find anything, but anything goes as now him and Yurik collide for this ball. HK Bad Boy, that was the third Rhino player up. Very aggressive. Carl standing tall at midfield. Clemens waits for it, tries to get it past one, but Clay HD should be able to get this. No, he hands it off to HK instead. Now Bad Boy in the corner trying to find a touch and pushes it behind the defender. Blow me away. That's a beautiful read. A better pass and a best time finish.
What a shot. What a clutch play by Blow Me Away. Gets in there, gets a score that his teammates are looking for, and with 8 seconds left, it's going to take a great kickoff for the Rhinos to come back.
Rhinos have seen this scoreline before. It was tied 1-1 last game, but now only 3 seconds left. HK left it up. Carl can't get there, though. Ball is still in the air, and now it falls to the ground. The Shadow take another 2-1 victory to go up Hawkish 2-1.
They tried. I think that right there, the shot was rushed a little bit by the Rhinos. Had he had a little bit of patience on that opportunity, he might have been able to score. But again, it was just like a great close play. So it wasn't like he had much time to react. But again, we talked about it earlier. You see I believe 9 shots coming from the Rhinos and 1 goal. That's not going to be enough.
Well, the thing here is the winning team only had 5 shots. Hawkish, they didn't put all the pressure on. They just sat back and absorbed it. They got to sit home. They got to chill. And then all of a sudden, when they needed the goal, they're like, oh, yeah, we'll get the lead here and let you have 30 seconds to do whatever you want.
It seems like they did. You saw the 6 saves coming from the Shadow. The Rhinos just have to adjust. If the team is playing in that way, you have to push them. You have to pressure them. You saw the Shadows have a lot of bump plays coming in from their side, but you saw not a lot of them coming from the Rhinos. It seems like they're the ones getting bumped out of position. They're the ones getting demoed. They need to do something to fix that, or the Shadow are going to keep having the advantage on them on the bumps.
Well, it's up to the Rhinos to now find a way to break through this wall that has just seemingly appeared in front of this Shadow net. They continue to put the pressure on. They make a lot of good plays. They just cannot find it past that last defender or those pesky posts. So now the game and the series hangs in the balance. A 2-1 lead for the Shadow.
And we will see now. You see Carl with the early demo. You need to see more of those in this one as Yurik now is going to try to get the pass towards the midfield. Blow Me Away, able to push it towards the corner. And now we'll see which team can take advantage. It seems like that Blow Me Away, able to get it around 1. Can he get it around 2? It gets pushed towards the mid as Clay is going to try to get a reaction here, but Yurik able to get it around him as now it gets pushed back towards the Shadow side. And we're going to see now which team can handle it. We see a couple of whiffs going on early, Foof.
Well, big chance here from Carl, but once again, a Shadow player is there. You're prodding shot on, but once again, time and time again, Hawkish. This Shadow team just rotate beautifully on the back end. They trust their teammates. They trust their wherewithal, and they have enough boost. They are in the right place, and they deny another Rhino shot. Yurik and company now trying to find something special here. Carl was up. Wait, no, the fake coming through. Clay, though, last man back, the most valuable defender, turning that one away.
So unfortunate there. You need to take advantage of those, even if it is a fake or a whiff, whatever you want to call it in the moment. They need to take advantage. They need to score the ball, because that's going to be a shot that I think is going to come back to haunt them. The way this game has gone, both teams are not getting a lot of goals on the board. I've not seen more than 3 goals out of either side. So every shot, every opportunity is crucial in this one.
It's any time either team scores, they're immediately answered. I think to whoever finds that second and or third goal. But HK has a teammate, but not for long there. Yurik, really good understanding of getting that man out of the way and giving his team the man advantage. So Carl looking for a clear and can't do that. Blow me away. Trying to beat Clemens. Clemens 50'd beautifully and throws it all the way back. So a reset there, and Clemens finds his way to the ball once again. Just kind of stalling this out. Clay, bar, Klanger off the backboard looking for Blow Me Away. A bar and in.
What a shot by Blow Me Away. Great opportunity, and now the Shadows have the advantage. They have to keep this momentum rolling for them. Otherwise, this is going to be another game that we're going to come down to the last minute there, Foof.
So, once again, we have an early goal, only 2 minutes in. Clemens and company need to find an answer here. The Shadow up. This is how the Rhinos technically won the first game. They allowed the first goal and then had a ton in response. So, both teams have been punch, counter punch. Here it's dropping it on. Blow Me Away in an awkward spot. Clemens gets bumped. The demo comes through and the Rhinos strike.
What a shot. And now the Rhinos climbing their way back in this one. And again, it's looking like we have another 1-1 affair. It's going to come down to which team can take advantage of the other team's weakness.
Well, that's the thing, is neither of these teams consistently show a weakness, per se. It's just been their teams, it's just flexing, like you said. They are in the gym, Hawk, and they are flexing their strengths. Both teams operating almost at peak efficiency. The only thing we ask for these guys is to be a little bit more efficient in scoring goals, but who can ask anything more when you have shots coming off of this? Both teams putting pressure on, both teams playing great defense, and still the Shadow hemmed in on their end, but are not out. HK, an over-aggressive push there, ends up losing it. Now the ball bouncing here, going off the backward. Yurik is up, the squishy save attempt, and a good job by Blow Me Away to turn that one back.
A great attempt there, as now the Shadow are going to have to try to take advantage of possession, but with that touch, it gets it back to the Rhinos, as now the Rhinos are going to try to push it towards the mid. He misses the last touch he was looking for, but Yurik able to push it back towards the middle, and now we're just getting a little bit of a ping-pong affair once again. We're going to see which team can come out on top. The rotations have to be tight in this one, as Blow Me Away is going to try to push it back towards the net.
Oh!
Bad Boy, though, says, get out of my way. I am dunking my way towards the lead, as now the Shadow take that 2-1 late lead in this one.
Hawkish, it's just the 2-to-1 gap. That is all the Shadow ever need. That was 2 defenders to 1 Shadow, and it doesn't matter. They score again and get the lead again, and now look to put this series on ice.
They absolutely do, and now they just have to play their solid defense. They were showed that last game, Foo, is getting around them, but with a great touch there by Yurik, but not enough to get it towards the net, is now Blow Me Away. Trying to handle this towards the wall. He's going to try to get everything rolling for them, as Bad Boy now puts another one on the board, but Yurik able to get to it, now pushes it back towards the Shadow side. Clay now able to try to push it back. Nobody's there. Blow Me Away, an opportunity, but no one there to clean it up. A missed opportunity to try to clean this game up and get another goal on the board in a minute left. Every goal counts there, Foo.
Every goal does, but every shot matters more, and anytime the Rhinos have looked for a shot, except for that one that went in, they have been stopped at every time. This stingy defense bends but doesn't break. Carl and company need to find something. They have to find something special. These plays in transition have been their go-to, but they cannot find this in-game shots, though. Now the demo coming through. Clemens, prodding shot on another demo, and it's in. Clemens, the and one, but takes a man with him.
Great play there. And now you have a tie ball game. We might be seeing an overtime in this one, the way both teams have been playing. But you do remember, Fruit, there was that late goal in the other one.
40 seconds. My goal, Hawkish, is to give my team 20 to 25 seconds if we're down 1 goal. So now it's about who wants to be aggressive. This Rhino squad, Carl is there. He has been their striker, but turned away as 2 defenders collapse. Now the Shadow looking for a play here, but Blow Me Away a little bit overzealous. So is Yurik. Dangerous push there from both players, but no one is turned away. Bad Boy once again whiffing here. The ball bouncing behind, but Clay off the backboard in time. Carl, prodding shot off the backboard, looking for a teammate, but there is nobody mid. Clay HD in the Shadow, 10 seconds left. HK, that's a banger, and he puts it on, putting it in, and possibly the Shadow over.
Ooh, 8 seconds once again. Oh, I cannot believe this isn't scripted. The way they're scoring exactly at the same time, exactly in the clutch moment that they need. And now the Shadow just have to play some solid defense.
This just feels like just whoever holds the ball last, the most important time wins it, and that has been the Shadow every single time. They have made the shots, but Carl and company have 72 boosts and a ball still here, but once again, they are denied. The Shadow take this one and take 3, count it, 3 in a row, Hawkish. Well, we're actually going to be dropping Hawkish here for a bit. We're having a technical issue. I guess I got that in my ear. So he'll be back very shortly. But Shadow take 3 in a row, folks. Able to knock off the #1 seeded Rhinos team. So now, heading into that Game 5, you have to wonder who will be able to step up from this Rhinos side, or will they just give in and give up that 4-1? Or push for that 2-3. Shadow firing in all cylinders. Everyone's making contributions. Clay, 4 saves, 2 big assists, was the MVP of that last game, and not a goal to their name. Rhinos, though, Carl, after the absolute barn burner that was game 1, the hat trick and everything, it has just slowed down since then. So you have to wonder who is going to be that person to step up on the Rhinos, or can the team itself elevate now that they are in this little bit of a predicament? They have to worry about it. That was 11 shots on the Rhinos. They are putting the pressure on. They are finding ways to find their teammates. They are making the passing plays, folks. They are doing everything right. They just can't finish because this defense has been so dang good on the Shadow. So now, heading into Game 5, the brick wall is still in that Shadow net. If it stands there, I think it'll stand the test of time, and I don't think the Rhinos will get this one. Here we are, all 6 players loaded in. You have to be deadly careful if you are the Shadow side. You don't want to overcommit. You don't want to push too far. The Rhinos, though, they have been breakneck pace. They have looked for anything and everything, but it has been turned away time and time again. An opportunity for Blow Me Away coming out, but once again, standing tall. Shadow looking home here. HK Bad Boy beats 1, but Clem, it's going to get me here. Clemens, last one back. Carl able to clear it out for now, but these Shadows, they're sticking around. They are staying in the wing. A very good touch from Clay. Uric has to get up and makes the epic save. 75 points from Psyonix and a save for his troubles. Clemens passed 1, trying to beat 2, but cannot. Blow Me Away, 50ing hard there. So Shadow now operating in this white half once again. Uric, though, up in time. Ball out at midfield. Ball bouncing around. Blow Me Away, waiting in the wing here. Can't find it, though, so has to back off and give Clay the ball. Blow Me Away restarting his possession, and truly it has not ended yet. Both of these teams just trying to get it out or in this end, and right now the Rhinos hemmed in their own end. An awkward play there as Blow Me Away and HK got stuck on the same boost, so now they have to run back. They give Rhinos the possession, and they give some time up here. The Rhinos finally able to get some boost, rotate around, get their players out. Carl passed 1, but can't find the second touch. AK still on it. Uric, though, passing out to midfield. The only card he finds is that tyrant of a pass, but Uric trying to bang it on. Can't get the touch here. Clay HD runs it home. Carl on top of the ball there. HK Bad Boy over aggressive once again. Can't get the touch, but had that third teammate back in the wing. Oh, an overcommit from Uric. There's nobody home. Blow Me Away. Walks it in. I didn't see that. I was sure when they pushed like that, they had someone behind them, but that was the last player. Uric, the lone Rhino, heads way, and the Shadow taking her lead once again. The stage is set once again, folks. A 1-goal lead, and now a chance for the Rhinos to answer. Truly just trying to just go off of the same script almost every game. Shadow are up. Rhinos answer almost immediately, but this time they are turned away. 3 minutes left on this clock in game number 5. Uric looking for a prodding shot off the backboard. Clay HD able to clear it out for now. Shadow and company, they have been incredibly just adept and comfortable in their own end, but not when you give Uric shots like that off the beautiful dish from Clemens. That was just 2 Shadow players sitting in their nut, unable to find who wants to go for that ball. That near post wide open, taken full advantage of by the Rhinos. They are that #1 team currently. tied at least. So they know how to make plays. They can shoot when they need to. They just have to find a way past it, and that seems to be the way. Confuse the defense, move them around, get them on top of each other, as once again Clay HD in the shadow finding more opportunities. Halftime beginning to crest here in game number 5. HK Bad Boy on this side while you're looking for a pass down to Blow Me Away, but unable to find it here. Carl 50'd hard there, the ball floating high. Now landing at midfield, kind of gracefully almost, as Clemens keeps it there. Both teams jostling for position here. Clemens taking someone for a ride on the near post wall there. Uric passing out, looking for Clemens once again, but he's backing off. So now all three Rhinos retreating here as Clay HD's up. He's going to put a prodding shot on. That's 2 players. Double commit, makes the save. Clay HD, though, backs off the near post, turns HK Bad Boy away. The game-leading goal turned away not by a Rhino defender, but that near side post. Now 2 minutes left on the clock. Clay HD looking for a Porpo shot, but once again, too much. It goes out. So the Shadow, 2 big opportunities, but it was not saved. It was instead missed. Clay HD looking for a shot on. Clemens isn't up in time, and this one is finally reeled in. The accuracy is there. And folks, it is just a 2-1 gap for the Shadow. They find a way to just stay in this game and keep it there and then score that extender, and I've yet to see the Rhinos overcome it. Uric now has to find something early because usually it's a quick answer, and he had an open opportunity. Carl can't finish either. Now Clemens, third man up. They have been bitten. If they're up now, both players committing from the Rhinos. Clemens can't get there, but Uric able to come through in the end. My hands are on my head. The ball just floated there. Clay couldn't get the clear. Now a big opportunity for the Rhinos to wrestle back some momentum heading into next week divisional play. If they get a win here, they feel a lot better about this, but the Shadow, they want to make a statement win over this first-ranked team in the Orange Conference. They want to make another one, and there it is, another one for HK Bad Boy. Clay getting another assist. So, beautiful plays coming out from both these teams. A minute and a half just about left in game number 5, but HK Bad Boy wins this kickoff for his team. The Shadow looking, but Clemens able to deny that one. Blow Me Away, waiting here near side. Clay HD pushes it up. Carl finds a very solid touch, looking for Uric. Uric dropping it down, though. Clemens has to win this 50 and does, so the ball stays on the Shadow side for now. Blow Me Away in the corner here, bouncing it off the side wall, just arcing far. Carl on top of it for now. So 58 seconds left. The demo comes through. HK Bad Boy 15 in front of his own net. Carl overcommitting and spinning just a bit too far on that drift button. Turns that Lambo just a hair too sharply. Clay HD able to gather this one and turn it away. So now 40 seconds between the Shadow and a 4-game run in this series over this very highly talented Rhinos team. It's up to this Rhino squad to find one more push. They have to get it here in regulation or they will be going down 4-1. A nice pass out to midfield by Carl. Carl going for the bump instead as well. Now a beautiful readout by Clemens, but Clemens could not get that second touch in. Blow Me Away. One to beat, ends up just throwing it off. I like this play a lot because this defense isn't set. This just gives you time to kill the clock. Now they have to make some long arching passes as Clemens can't get to it. The ball is still there. Uric denied by Blow Me Away, and that is exactly how it's been all series. That's how this series is going to end. The Rhinos close, but not close enough, and the Shadow rejecting anything and everything that came their way. After giving up that first game truly in surprising fashion off of the absolute carry from Carl, Carl's could not keep that consistency up. They could not continue to feed the beast as per se. And so the Rhinos unable to finish there, dropping 4 in a row. So that is a big time slide for them. But the Shadow, a 4-1 when you're tied for third, that gives you a very strong look into moving up, either to stay in that third spot or simply just take up and take the second spot. So, that'll be it for our first series tonight. We're going to be taking a short break. I'm going to be taking a short break and getting some hydration. So, hopefully you don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back after a short break.